This is the Louie T Network. Hey, either you're outside or you're
in the lab room.
Who else could it be but me, your man, Louie T? Welcome. You are in the lab room. Of course, I am your host, Lou. Thank you for joining me. This is the NFL Draft Prospect 101, your guide to some of the biggest and hottest names of the 2015 NFL Draft. We're talking running backs, a position that continues to be devalued in the league, but don't call it a comeback. The running back position is alive and well because of players like Boise State's Ajayi. Love this guy, and I feel like he's going to be a terror at the next level. Let's talk about his pros and why I think this guy could be one of the steals of the 2015 NFL Draft. Great size, and the thing I love about the backs in this draft, a lot of guys with great size. Melvin Gordon has great size, so does Todd Gurley. Add Ajayi to that list at 6 feet, 221 pounds. And to me, his build is different from a Todd Gurley. Even though Gurley is an inch taller and right around the same weight, Ajayi's build is a little bit thicker and fuller, and he just seems more powerfully built. And so I love his stature and the way he fills out, and I love the way he carries the football. We'll talk about things he can improve upon with that a little bit later on, but let's keep going down the list of these pros. Great feet and balance for his size. And I say for his size as if he's, 245 pounds, but again, he just seems like a bigger back despite his weight being right around where the other two backs are in terms of Gurley and Gordon, with Gordon being 215 and Gurley being 222. He's right there with him, but he just seems bigger. And for a guy his size, he's very light on his feet. Love his feet, love his balance. One of these guys that will run through arm tackles. Speaking of which, we'll go to the next pro and kind of lump these together. Runs through arm tackles. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're planning on coming at Ajayi with an arm tackle, don't. Save yourself the time, the embarrassment, the anguish. If you're coming with an arm tackle, don't worry about it. You're not gonna get him down with an arm tackle. Forget about it. Forget about it. It's not going down that way. Now I will tell you later on how you can get him down. But an arm tackle is not the way. I can assure you of that. Excellent receiver out of the backfield. I love the way this guy catches the football. In 2013, he was one of Boise's biggest threats to catch the football on their entire football team despite being a running back. And this guy, they lined him up out wide as a receiver. They lined him up in the slot. He caught the football from various locations on the field. The guy can catch the football. At times it seemed like he did everything for this Boise State offense. And so not only can he run it, but this guy is a threat out of the backfield to catch the football. He's fast with a burst. This is a guy that he's not going to get from 0 to 60 like that. He's not Tevin Coleman, okay, a guy that we will talk about later. He's not Tevin Coleman, where he can just go from 0 to 60 like that and turn it up. No, seriously, turn it up. That's not Ajayi. But when he gets going and that speed starts to pick up, boy, does he start to go. There's a bowl game, 2014 bowl game, I forget the team they played in that bowl game, but he hits a seam. First carry of the game, he hits a seam. Gone, 66 yards, touchdown. And it's like a blur. I mean, a hole opened up, he broke an arm tackle, and he was gone. And nobody was gonna get him. And that's the type of speed and burst that Ajayi brings to the table. And again, for his size, a guy that size, and I love the comparison because remember Christian Okoye? For some of you old heads, I know I might be going over some of y'all head with this one, but I'm an old schooler when it comes to football. Christian Okoye, the Nigerian nightmare in Kansas City, used to run that 4.40 or so. I mean, he was a beast, big guy, huge, and could run fast. Ajayi, not as fast as the Nigerian night train, but from Nigeria as well. He could be the second coming. 2.0, Nigerian Nightmare 2.0 could be Ajayi at the next level. Nose for the end zone, okay? Some guys smell it, others don't. Some guys just have a knack for getting in the end zone. I love beating Trent Richardson up. The guy is garbage, okay? But one thing Trent Richardson can do is he can find the end zone. Could do it in college, could do it in the NFL. Now, can't do much else, but he can find the end zone. Ajayi finds the end zone. It's just an innate ability when he gets the football and he's anywhere within a 10-yard radius of the end zone. Dude's gonna find his way in the end zone somehow, some way. 28 touchdowns last year for Boise. Set a school record for them in yardage from scrimmage and in touchdowns, 28, man. I don't know about you, that's a lot of touchdowns for one season. For anybody, I don't give a damn what conference you play in, it's a lot of touchdowns. And Ajayi finds the end zone. That is something that he is just adept at. Solid in pass pro. Is he the most physical guy you've seen in pass protection? No. But do I trust him on 3rd and 9 to protect the quarterback and give him that extra second he needs to find the open receiver? Yes, I do. And so, solid pass protection, plus a guy that can catch it out of the backfield, plus a guy that can tote the rock, equals complete back. That's right. This guy's a complete 3-down back right here. And to me, a steal in this draft for whomever is looking for a guy that can do it all. And again, in the league now, teams are going to this 1A, 1B type of, dual threat backfield, and that's fine. This guy will thrive in that kind of situation. But if you tell him, you the man, I just want you doing all the heavy lifting, and Ajayi's like, put it on my back. Boise did, I can do it again if you need me to. We go from all of his pros to a couple of cons. There are some things this guy's got to clean up, all right? Tends to try to bounce plays to the outside. And sometimes he can aggravate me. I say sometimes, look, Jay, put your head down. You're a big man. Take your 3-4 yards up the middle. No, Jay says, I think I can get to the outside. And sometimes he does. He fools me, gets to the outside, able to stiff arm a guy and pick up 3 yards when it looked like he made a mistake. But you could have got those same 3 yards, maybe even more, had you just went up the middle, put your head down and got what was there. Then there's times where he'll do that same thing and he'll lose 2 yards. Or he'll get no gain, or he'll get a gain of 1 when there were 3 or 4 yards right there to be had up the middle. Sometimes you just need to take what you can get, man. A play is blocked for 4 yards, get your 4 yards, man. Get up, go back to the huddle, make it 2nd and 6. Every play isn't going to be an 11-yard gain on 1st and 10. Know when to cut your losses. You can't go outside all the time. So sometimes I just need him. Hey, every now and again you can be special and bounce it outside. But sometimes you just got to know when to say when. Take your 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Get back to the huddle. Not as physical as his size would indicate. Now, I don't want you to think that he is soft in any shape, form, or fashion. Because that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, and you know what? Let's just go ahead and put this with the next con that I have for him and just lump them together. Remember I told you earlier that I was going to tell you how you can get this guy on the ground? A form tackle will get this guy down every single time. Not 1 time out of 5, not 3 times out of 10, not 9 times. Every single time, a form tackle will always, all caps, always get him on the ground. You come up to Ajayi with a nice wrap form tackle, he's going down. He is going down, okay? You come with an arm tackle? No. You come with a wrap form tackle? He's going down. And so that's what I mean by not as physical a runner as you would expect by looking at his build. I see him, and And I don't give a damn if you're looking to wrap up or not. I'm looking to mow your ass down. With that type of size, I'm looking for him to run over guys like Marshawn Lynch, like how the Bus used to do, like how Mike Allstott used to lower those huge Legion of Doom shoulder pads on guys, boom, and drop them. I'm looking for him to do that, and I don't get that. You put a forearm tackle on Jay Ajayi. Now, he always falls forward. I've never seen him go backwards. I've never seen a guy put a lick on him that sent him backwards. Not even sideways, for the most part. He's usually got that forward lean, which is great. But, dude, you 15 yards up the field, and the safety gets off of a block and wraps you up. I need you to get him off. You can do something. But usually, that forearm tackle gets Jay Ajayi on the ground. But there's a lot here to like, man. I love this guy. I'm going to tell you what. I'm a huge Jay Ajayi fan. And I think whoever gets this guy in the draft is going to get a steal in probably the second round. Don't see him going in the first round like Gurley or Gordon. But I see this guy coming off the board pretty quick in the second round. If you want this guy, you're going to have to act fast in the second round because this guy is going to be a steal in the draft. I guarantee it. And that's Jay Ajayi and his NFL Draft Prospects 101 breakdown. If it happens in the National Football League, whether big or small, we cover it all here in the lab room. Come back and join me as I continue to break down anything and everything in the National Football League. I got more running backs to come back and break down, so come back and join me.
There's plenty more where that came from. While you're here, subscribe to the channel. If you want more Louie T, be sure to follow me on Twitter at InTheLabRoom, or you can like the Facebook page at In the Lab Room. That's In the Lab Room on Facebook and at In the Lab Room on Twitter. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so.